Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm outside Stamford.
Why do you say Stamford Bridge?
No,
What's
all
wrong
right.
with-
Whatever. I'm outside St James's Park. We've just lost 4-1. Matt Dav is not here. Kevin is not here.
Matt Dav is not a loyal Chelsea Fan TV member. He's picking some random girlfriend over this channel. I'm absolutely disgusted.
Fucking disgrace, Matt. You are a disgrace to the channel. You should be ashamed of yourself. These are the real ones. The ones that stayed behind. The Charlies, the Jacobs, the Fathers. All right?
Are you sure it's not Arsenal Fan TV's on instead? Because that's where the traitors stand. Not here. No one really cares about them. Let them do their thing. I have nothing to do with none of that.
That's it, Jacob. You tell them. Well, listen. Thank you very much, Jacob. Always a pleasure, boys. Father, we're going to talk about the game today against Newcastle. We are smiling, but we've been here for a little while now, so you can try and take the funny side out of certain things. But what isn't funny is the fact that we've come back, and you know what, Father? I am not a negative fan, and I am certainly not a fan who puts pressure on the team, because I think there's enough pressure as it is. But we just can't handle pressure, mate. 4-1 is an embarrassing scoreline, but the way we lost towards the end of the game, it's just a lack of discipline, I don't want to say a lack of fight, because I do believe the team's trying, but we just can't keep our head. There's a switch that you need to use at the highest level, and sometimes you need to be clever, sometimes you need to be aggressive. You can't play the same way all the time. For me, we got outclassed mentally by Newcastle. It wasn't a tactical masterclass by Eddie Howe. I think we were more than capable of winning that game in the first half. We had the chances, but we've obviously come out and we've lost. I mean, what do you think about it?
Outsmarted, I think that's the right word. We got outsmarted today. Humble, and also probably I think we're getting too carried away, because this was their C team. I think they had 6 injuries coming to this game. No excuse for us. But again, I've seen people calling out Pochettino for the lineup selection. First and foremost, I don't have any problems in terms of his availability on Lavia. If you want to keep him on the sideline just to make sure them fit, that's fine. Secondly, what I can do criticize Poch is that it's the way that the game panned out. Up after that first off that mistake in the back, I think there was a bit of miscommunication in that back line that cost us that second goal. Who was man marking Bruno Guimaraes on the penalty box? There was no one. And then you got Thiago Silva. Unfortunately, that was the biggest mistake I've seen so far from him ever from his Chelsea shirt. Ever. I think that was
worse than West Brom.
That was the worst, I think. Even the West Brom ones, not as worse as this, to be fair, but
And that's saying something.
yeah, that's the thing again. I can't lie. I don't want to criticize hard on Thiago Silva, but I just think that I think the energy from the Newcastle team is just too much to handle for Thiago Silva, for a 40-year-old like him, and the fact that we've faced a team that is now on the rise now. In the next couple of years, don't be surprised if Newcastle are going to win trophies. At the moment, like you said, we're in a stage of progress, but at the same time, we've got to have some sort of a result. I feel like for me, this loss showed that the game against Tottenham, the game against Man City, absolutely means nothing. Because after this month, we've got only 0 goal difference for this month alone. Simple as that. And it just goes to show, like you said, Alex, lack of discipline as well. The Reece James, you are a club captain, but you've got to do better than that. Now, what are you going to do on your timeline? Because I've seen his stuff. I've seen most of his stuff, posting on Instagram, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Just a bit of clarification to the fans. But this is our club captain that you let us down. big time.
Well, we don't care about what you say on Instagram. You know, quite frankly, I'm not really interested. I don't read players' posts like that because I actually don't think half the players write the post anyway. So, you know, that doesn't mean much to me. Really, what matters is what's on the pitch. Just going back to what you said, though, you were talking about our goal difference and how the results against Man City and all those other games don't really mean anything because of what's happened today. Can we not look past the statistics and still see positives?
50% stats and 50% eye test. At the moment, if you go back to the month of October, let's say, even before the second international break, I thought it was kind of like stale. It was like very stale. There was no progress whatsoever. We beat Fulham. By the way, the Fulham side we should have been beat. It's a London derby, of course. We should have beat Burnley. But I feel like I think this is the third international break that we've had this season, Why we always look stale after when we come back from international break? This is the third of the results that we drawn twice against Bournemouth, against Arsenal. We lost to day one. Why we look so lethargic at times? Why we look so tired? By the way, these players come in here yesterday night. Did they went out to the nightclub or something? Did they went to a strip club like I do last night?
Did they spend 600 quid as well?
But hey, listen, don't get me started with that one, man. I can't lie. But
what happens in Newcastle stays in Newcastle.
Oh yeah, that's a fact, by the way. But yeah, man, I've saw some photos. Reece James just have a stroll by in the Newcastle. I've seen some photos of him, but yeah, something's a bit strange though today. Like even Pochettino came out today in the press conference that I think he said something that I think I'm going to read his quote that apparently he said about he is very, very angry because Chelsea did not show they were playing for something important today and they need more mental strength.
No, he's not wrong, is he?
No, he's not wrong at all. I think this is the first time Poch has ever said this. Our mental strength has been weak. Look at Newcastle. The amount of players they got injured, they still have that togetherness to beat us for one. They got a good manager as well, Eddie Howe. It's all about mentality. At the moment, we've got inexperienced squad right now with lack of mentality, still lack of discipline. Look at our front line today. They were very disjointed. I don't know what's happened to them with them today, but at the moment it's kind of like looks like a stale. What are they going to do in the next couple of weeks? We've got Reece James going to be out one game, Cucurella going to be out as well. That's two fullbacks. Chilwell on the sideline. Practically, you got Gusto and Colwell starting against Brighton.
Do you see those games going well?
I need to see some sort of a response next week. You know what? After this game, you lot are angry. Go home. It's a long travel back to London. Go home. Look at the drawing board. What's happening today? Just have a look. What happened today? Tactically, everything. Just have a look again. Go back to the drawing board, and then we'll see against next week. But against Brighton, man, it's just again. It's the same case again. Are we going to be the one that breaking the low block again? It's just that we keep asking the same habit of question. We've got Man United in December, then you got Everton, and then the rest of the December games is the low block teams. But like you said, you said a progress, but in order to have a progress, we need to have some sort of a result. At the moment, the results is kind of like very stale. I'm not bothering looking at the table right now because it's totally pointless. I just want to see us performing consistently, week in, week out. Where was this Chelsea 2 weeks ago against Man City? Where was this Chelsea 3 weeks ago against Tottenham? Invincible, nothing. But again, man, it's just like we're in Newcastle. I feel sorry for some of us that travel up here, you know.
How much did you spend to get up here? Forget what you spent in Newcastle. We already know about that.
Yeah.
But what did you actually spend to get up here?
Nearly 200 quid plus. Train ticket alone. I got a roommate with Tony. He paid about 321 quid. It's nearly about 500 quid.
Ridiculous. And that is upsetting, mate, because some people come in with such high hopes to have a good weekend, and
this is the famous away days that we've been to. Everyone loves Newcastle, a night out, you know, a bit of 3 p.m. kickoff, lovely game, going to the staircase, 7 floors up. It's a famous away day. and they put up a performance like this. Bruv, if I was them right now in the team bus, give me some of the refunds back, because we were the ones that deserve it.
Absolutely, mate. Always a pleasure, Father. Thank you very much, mate.